I'm Tanner Foust, and I'm a motor maven. When I started drifting in 2003, 2004, we didn't really know what to expect. The sport kind of morphed a little bit, and it really became about speed and commitment, which I really loved, those aspects of drifting. Drifting, in the 5 years that I've taken off the sport, has completely changed. The horsepower has gone up like 40%. The steering angle in some cases has nearly doubled. We've wanted to get back into drifting. My manager, Fred Chang, and I wanted to get back into drifting for a number of years. And this year was the opportunity to do a limited season in Formula Drift with Volkswagen. Now, the only platform that could really sustain a big heavy engine being up front was the Passat, because of its length, could hold that weight. So we built the Passat. We're going to get a lot of use out of the Passat for other things, but we're also competing in 3 rounds of Formula D. It is 900 horsepower, it's a very capable chassis, and I think it's surprising how good it actually does, even on a tight little track like Long Beach. On the track, some of my best memories are from qualifying, really. I mean, I like tandem and had some success in that, but qualifying to me was always the most nerve-wracking part. And there were almost 2 years there where I qualified #1, I think every event except one of them. And that for me was probably what I was most proud of, was overcoming my own inner demons of nervousness. You know, in high school I was a terrible public speaker, and college, terrible public speaker. It's just, just like most people. Drifting for me was a place where really I got a chance to go into the most nervous environment I can imagine, which was the closer you come to crashing your car in front of these 15,000 people, the better score you're gonna get. And go for it. And that was the recipe for disaster, and overcoming that for me was really what I'd love to feel again, getting back into the sport now. I still think drifting is one of the best places in the motorsports world to start out as a professional racer. It really made the turn for me from going to a hobbyist racer to somebody who got paid to hold the steering wheel. Once you do get some partners that have some trust in you, it still is a lot of work. You still have to keep that trust. And I've been lucky to have good seasons for the last 10 years or so. The last couple seasons, I've had some hiccups here and there. And it's kind of like if you go to the hospital, you learn who your friends are who comes to visit. And when you have some rough seasons, you learn who your real beneficial sponsors are, the ones that stick with you through the troubled times. So it's not easy to maintain those relationships. The pressure is on to perform. Bringing sponsors I've found into new places that I'm interested in, whether it's rallycross or racing different disciplines, has really been a way to strengthen relationships with those sponsors, and then also giving them the value. Guys doing drifting now have, I would say that they've got it pretty easy. Sorry, I'm not saying you got it easy, but a little bit easy because social media, and because of all the ways that you can put content out and do the job of the marketing director for whatever sponsor you're going for. It's unbelievable how much content and how many media impressions you can get before you even get on the track. And that can make a sponsorship worth the money, whether you win, lose, or don't even make the weekend. So there's a lot of avenues that we have right now to make sponsors our partners, and drifting is an awesome place to do it. There's no way you can stay in any industry for 15 years without any kind of a failure. And I've had plenty of failures. Today, I put the Passat into a wall. I ran an extra run on the tires that I really shouldn't have done. I bent the thing up and pretty much snowballed the whole day. I've done it in rallycross. Just last year, I had a lot of failures. The best medicine is amnesia, and just forget about it. Really, I think it's about just pushing through and recognizing I'm lucky I get to get on the track all the time. If it was the one race I did in a year and I completely hosed it, I'd beat myself up for a while. But if you get to race 20, 30 times in a year, you can kind of scrape yourself off and get to the next one. And that's what it's always about, is looking to the next turn. So, this is Tanner Foust. If you want to make a living in racing, drifting's a good place to go. Get yourself a rear-wheel drive car, practice up, and go kill it. And also subscribe to Motor Mavens. That'll be $17,000, please.